this is a quick look inside these 2 vocabulary books that are available now on Taobao, and probably on Jingdong as well. On Taobao, I bought them for 122 RMB, and they came in like 2 or 3 days, so pretty quickly. I think they're the first HSK 7 to 9 books that are available at all. There's the textbook, the book of tests that is also available for buying. I think it's just pre-sale right now on Taobao and on Jingdong. So these are actually available, and these will ship. There's 2 books, 7 to 9 Shang and Xia. Basically, there's nothing Shang and Xia about them in terms of level. It's literally, this one is A through to vocabulary through to M or so, and then this is all the rest. There's nothing very special about them. They're basically just a book of vocabulary. They are different to some of the other books that I have used in the past that I thought was quite nice. They give like a little vocabulary focus, I think on every single page. They'll give it like a multiple choice questions where you choose the right word from the words on that page and fill it in for a couple questions. I think that's really nice. As far as I could see, they didn't actually have answers for that. Probably not a big deal. I think if you're at this level, it's not really something that's going to be very difficult for you to do. And then they've divided it into units, which I don't think there's any real special reason that they've divided this into units. I think it's mostly, I don't know, for ease of access. But what they have done, I think to make it a little bit special, or an attempt to make it special, is at the end of every unit, let's see if we can find that, they have these focus words where they have basically some examples, and then of, I guess, the most important words that they thought in that area, in that group of words, and then some practice with kind of fill in the blanks, maybe similar to what you would do in the HSK test. I'm actually not very sure about the new HSK tests, but I thought it was a really nice touch. I've bought vocabulary books in the past, and it's just usually just a list of words, and that's fine if that's what you want from a vocabulary book. Honestly, I'm not sure I'll use this. It is nice to have. How I use these books, normally I prefer to have electronic copies, and I do, but it's, for me, if I want to write an HSK test, I'll do a vocabulary push where I'll just go and do my best to learn all the words. I'll choose probably 10, maybe up to 50 in the past words every day, put them into Anki, and then just draw them through that. So lots of people don't really like learning vocabulary like that. For me, it works pretty well. It's not about learning it perfectly or knowing how to use it. It's really about making a spot for it in your head, so that when you see it somewhere else, it's there already. And then this would be a stepping stone to doing practice tests and things like that. So what I would do, I wouldn't just go from A to Z, putting these words into Anki. That's just, for me, is crazy and useless. So even though there's not a huge difference from that and what I do, for me, it just makes all the difference. I'll basically just page through the books and then have a look at a page that draws kind of my interest, and I'll have a look at the words, and I'll find a word that I don't know and kind of looks interesting to me. Or maybe it looks easy to learn, and then I'll choose that and put it into Anki, and I'll go through, grab another page, see is there a word I look. Maybe on this page I don't find anything I like. But what I've done at the same time is kind of had a look through and familiarize myself with the vocabulary that exists. Then I'll change, maybe go to this page and find a word that I like that looks easy to learn or interesting, and I'll grab that, put it into Anki. And there's something just about having a book to page through when I'm doing that. This makes the experience different rather than just clicking some words on a screen. So I like doing that, and I'll tick it off. So that's what I plan to go through and do this probably this year in the next few months, just as a fun little push, and to kind of ready myself to do the practice tests when they come out, which I think is in December or January. Yeah, so that's these books. Not very expensive. Useful, who knows. What I did notice is I did look up some of the words in the vocabulary lists that were OCR'd, that are available online, and there's some words in here that aren't in those lists. So I'm really not sure if there's like OCR errors or something like that, but I'm going to look into that and find out why. I don't think it's a big deal. I think the vocabulary in here is not necessarily 100% necessary and correlating to the test. It's more like a guide. And so there'll be things in here that don't appear in tests, and there'll be things in the test that obviously don't appear in here. It's just like every HSK level. And so I think if there's small discrepancies, it doesn't really matter. Words are words, and you kind of got to learn them all if you want to get to high levels. So that's the way that I look at it. If you have any questions or you want to see anything in specific, let me know, and I'll throw a little video together for that.